3 balls. Over here, like concentration. Start off with 2 and build it up to 4. Alright? Oh, sure. Alright, we're going to start into that corner, right? Okay, we're starting the same time, Robbie. Let's go, let's go. Robbie! Robbie! Keep the ball off the floor now. Keep it off the floor. Hold it in. Keep it off the floor. That's it. Safe and go. 2 minutes. Right? 2 minutes. Keep the ball on the floor for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Keep the ball off the floor. Concentrate. Eddie, keep it off. Concentrate for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Come on, boys, let's go. Jimmy, we've got it back in here again. Concentration. Concentration. Ready? Get that off ball back in there. Get that off ball back in. You're locked. Get it off back in, ball. Keep it going, Abby. Come on. Concentration. Come on, box. Come on. One more minute. Keep it off the floor now. Keep it off the floor. Keep it going. Keep it going. Come on, Frankie. Half a minute.
Come on, get it together.
Back up again. Okay, let's go over here. Come on. Right.
13 in behind the goal without any ball. 13 out of the far side there with the ball.
Let's go, man. Okay, pick that out now. Guard Danny. I'm all on collar. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Did he?
Go on now.
Did you get any word about video in the morning?
Food poisoning me. Fucking cat. Hey, you. You're already off work, are you? Come on. What? Come on. Pick it up just for your Killian. Hey. Oh, me, Ronaldo. For the cameras. Cameras on ball. And drive past. What's the name? Right, Paul. Right, that's it. Your last one. Hello. Stop. All right, go on in. Fucking hell. Shoot anyway, chop. Carry the ball, man. Carry the man. Want everybody doing the same thing. Change. Everybody doing it. Cut out the talking. And back crawl. Pushing out the grind. Push it out. Slide out the right. Also left. And step it out one way as well. Again. Push it out. Left, right. One way and then the other. He's trying to show off. Get your partner. On the arm, John. Shoulder next to legs. Okay, right on that foot. Get your partner. Right on that foot.
shaft in the same position where your corner comes up this time. And change. And change. We're almost there. And change, last one. Now we're inside. Lift all the balls in, bring all the balls in. Don't mess about in there, we're not the right back here.
You don't know we're here. What's this RT or skate? ATV. Yeah, what the?
What do you mean? Yes, my friend, yes, my. I don't over here to rest my. I'll be behind the camera. Oh yeah.
I thought you were something to say or something.
Well, this is me and Ford before they all start firing on day. I think we're going to win.
Too much to drink last night. Actually, get the two good looking and all of that's the main thing.
the two benches up the front there, hey?
No, Philip. Come on.
Half 12. Half 12, Peter. Half 12. Half 12. I'm all good out the back door.
We're all right now. That's all right. Right there, right there. What the fuck is that? How'd you get there? Red one. Partner. What's up? Not for me now. We didn't talk about that. Bring them all in there. Take it in, though. Take off then. Take out. Should have balls on me with a fucking wheel.
To St Paul's GA grounds, the Short Road in Belfast for the Green Gaels Ulster Minor Club Football Championship final of 2000 between Cavan Gaels, the holders from Cavan, and Piarsaigh Óga of Armagh, the challengers. Right now both teams are out on the field, and the Cavan Gaels team dressed in blue with the white trim are doing their limbering up here to our left, and while they do so, we will give you a check on how they line out. With Patrick O'Keefe in goal, the full back line of Conor Rabbit, Fergal Brady and Ross O'Reilly, a half line of Cormac Dunn, Eamon Riley and Porrick Smith. In midfield is Nicholas Walsh and Enda King. The half forwards are Sean Riley, Gavin Duffy and Frank Ward, and the full forward line Sean Johnston, Richie Graham and Niall Collins. In green and gold up to our right and doing their limbering up are the Piarsaigh Óga of Armagh, and they will line up with Neil McGuigan in goal, the full back line of Sean Ward, Paul Duffy and Paul McManus, the half line of Gerard McCoy, Andrew Mallon and Colin McLeod. Richie Cullen and Gregory Loughran is in midfield. The half forwards are Eddie Maguire, Ronan Clark and Robbie McKeag, and the full forward line Jimmy McKeag, Porrick Duffy the captain and Conor Clark. Speaking of captains, both captains Porrick Duffy and Eamon Riley are out there with Mickey Convery of Derry in the centre of the field for the toss of the coin. A very stiff breeze blowing up here around the ground and blowing from left to right as we look at it. We've been here before on a couple of occasions, and on those occasions we were set up on the opposite side of the ground. Eamon Riley decides that he'll take the favour of the wind in the first half. So as both teams now in their huddle, very soon this game will get underway. Traditionally it's played on New Year's Day, but this year's winter storm has put it just that few days further into January. So as Captain Porrick Duffy goes back to join the Piarsaigh Óga team, so also did the Gaels captain Eamon Riley join his squad. All the preparations have been done, just some last minute talking. Referee Mickey Convery just sorting out linesmen and umpires. The crowd still filing in here to St. Paul's ground. The national anthem over, the teams about to take up their positions. Just to tell you that where the scoreboard is located, on the fence that is right behind us, we will not be able to pick it up. But we'll do our best to try and keep in touch with the scores as they come. Just noticed that Gavin Duffy has gone into midfield for Cavan Gaels. And the King is at centre forward. And Mickery Convery gets the game underway, and Gregory Loughlin's kick is blocked down, and Indy King gets it for Cavan Gaels, and they're feeding it in, but with the wind behind it, that's going to run all the way out and go over the end line.
Come on, guys! Come on, Richard!
So we await the kick out from Neil McGuigan.
Come on, guys!
Switches all around the place. I noticed that Pádraig Duffy is out on the 40 for Piarsaigh Óga. Pearse Jocelyn outside the 45-metre line before the ball is kicked out. Out it comes to that line in the wing. Eddie Maguire tried to break it down. Richie Cullen was also involved. But right now, Piarsaigh Óga feed the ball up there now to Gregory Loughlin, feeding it on nicely there for Ronan Clark. Ronan Clark hooking it in, but coming across to get it there is Conor Rabbit. Now, Cavan Gaels will try and clear their lines with Fergal Brady and also Gavin Duffy, who was way back there. This is Sean Ward. Now Andrew Mallon. That's partially blocked down. Cathal McLeod led the ball back there now. Now for Gregory Loughlin. Feeding it inside. Some holding there and a free out to Cavan Gaels, which Fergal Brady will take. He kicked off with left footed. Jab it out there now to Pádraig Smith. Pádraig Smith, the long one, floating it up, and Mickey Convery noticed some tugging there. So Niall Collins will prepare to take the free for Cavan Gaels. Just a quick word to Paul McManus from the referee. Two and a half minutes played in the first half. Very stiff breeze favouring the Gaels in the first half, and they've opened their account with the free from Niall Collins. Neil McGuigan to kick out, this time from the 20-metre line. And the referee is going to throw it up because the Piarsaigh Óga player wasting too much time, and that's something that is being penalised quite a lot in the past season. So what should have been a kick out comes to Gaels' advantage and a chance of a point, and it comes in there from Indy King. So Cavan Gaels lead by 2 points. As Neil McGuigan prepares to kick out. Pádraig Smith for Cavan Gaels, trying to lay it off. Racing back is Andrew Mallon, back inside his own 20-metre line. That's blocked down out over the line by Richie Graham. So Paul Duffy will take this line ball for Piarsaigh Óga. Andy King, back to Nicholas Walsh. Nicholas Walsh feeding it in, asking Sean Johnston to chase after it. The pace of the ball will carry out over the end line. So 2 wides and 2 points for Cavan Gaels with 5 minutes played in the first half. Comes Neil McGuigan's kick. That's punched on. Porrick Smith going back for the Gaels. Now the chance for Cavan Gaels with Nicholas Walsh. But that's also gone out over the end line. Six minutes played in the first half. That will drop out for Cavan Gaels with Frank Ward in towards Niall Collins. Ball knocked away. Robbie McKeag back helping out in defence. But the ball is switched out. It's coming towards the sideline. Eamon Riley to take the sideline kick for Cavan Gaels. Kicks it in high, dropping dangerously in, batted down by Richie Graham. Richie Graham trying to make an angle for himself, turning, shooting and scoring. A very acute angle, but Richie slotted it over. Cavan Gaels 3, Piarsaigh Óga no score. 7 minutes played in the first half. Tap down. Now the chance for Sean Riley. Sean Riley is penalised. Robbie McKeag kicks it down. And that had gone out over the line. Eamon Riley to take the line ball for Cavan Gaels. That was good blocking down there, but the ball eventually going back for Fergal Brady, advancing for the Gaels and supported there by Cormac Dunn. Andrew Mallon, free out from his own 45-metre line. But it's still Gaels' possession, and that's a free. As Conor Rabbit picks himself up and moves back into left cornerback where he is now playing. That's floated up. Richie Graham will chase, but the pace of the ball again a little too strong and got it over the end line. Sorting out who is playing where. Ross O'Reilly is at right back. Conor Rabbit is at left back. A number of changes from the printed programme. That's very well held by Eddie Maguire. Now Paul Duffy penalised as he tried to work his way out. Niall Collins from about 40 metres out to take the free for Cavan Gaels. That's gone to the right and wide as we approach the 10th minute. 3 points, 2 no score. And the King trying to grab it, but couldn't quite. And now Piarsaigh Óga will try to break out of defence, but the ball is coming to the sideline, out over the sideline, despite the best efforts of Gerard McCoy. Nicholas Walsh to take the sideline kick. That's curling to the right. So it remains Cavan Gaels 3, Piarsaigh Óga no score with almost 11 minutes played in the first half. Out towards the 45-metre line it comes, and that's nicely tapped down, and there's the free for Piarsaigh Óga. Eddie will leave it. Richie Cullen takes it. Eamon Riley tapped it down but couldn't hold up. Sean Ward has moved away up to try and build up an attack. Ross O'Reilly did manage to get the ball and got support in there. That's coming to the sideline. It's gone over the sideline. Richie Cullen sending it in. Nicely taken in there by Robbie McCaig, but it's blocked down. Comes back out. Paul McManus got it to it. Gregory Loughran. Gregory trying to feed it inside. Fergal Brady will have to chase back, and he pushes Ronan Clark in the process. The chance for Piarsaigh Óga to open the recount. But the referee spotting something and is preparing now to throw the ball up between a couple of players. Very strict on the discipline. Nicholas Walsh's jersey is held. And as the free is given, the number of the offending player is also noted. Fergal Brady sends the free out. And the King robbed there by Gregory Loughran. Trying to get it in towards Ronan. Well, it was picked up there by Eamon Riley. Got it over the sideline. So line ball to Piarsaigh Óga. We're 14 minutes into the first half as Conor Rabbit is held. Gavin Duffy back in his own 45-metre line, taking the free. Up it comes. Gerard McCoy. Towards Cathal McLeod. Laying it up towards the middle of the field, but into Cavan Gaels' possession it goes. And as Paul McManus came in, fouling the Gaels players. Nicholas Walsh driving it long, way up there. Here's a chance for the Gaels with Enda King. It's half blocked down. Picked up and cleared out in there. And Eamon Riley laying it off there now. Rossa gets it out to Sean. Sean Riley up there now to Niall Collins. Niall Collins onto the left foot, straight between the uprights. There's a Pearse Óga player injured in front of us. So Porrick Duffy is back on his feet. Out comes the kick. That's well collected in there now. Slid back to Nicholas Walsh from Gavin Duffy. Up it comes now where Sean Johnston racing forward, brought down on a free in. Niall Collins to take it. 16 minutes gone in the first half.
On the line!
Tapped over by Niall Collins. So that makes it 5 points to no score for wind-assisted Cavan Gaels in this first half. That was a good kick out. Possession well won there by Ronan Clark. Ronan dropping the free inside. Porrick Duffy. Porrick Duffy kicking it high. That's the opening score for Piarsaigh Óga of Armagh. 17 and a half minutes played. 5-1 as Patrick O'Keefe prepares to take the kick out for Cavan Gaels. Pushing there and a free to Piarsaigh Óga, which Robbie McCaig takes, drops inside. Conor Clark being chased by Ross O'Reilly. Still Conor Clark in possession. Going for the shot, switching it across. But Conor Rabbit lays it back there now to Patrick O'Keefe. That's breaking there for Ronan Clark. Will it curl? The umpire says yes. Out comes the kick from Patrick O'Keefe. 19 minutes played in the first half. As Pearse Óga come attacking again. Ball handled on the ground there by Gregory Loughran. Cavan Gaels take the free quickly, feeding it away up there towards Richie Graham. But in went centre half Andrew Mallon, knocking it all over the sideline. That's easy there for Paul Duffy. Paul to clear it out to Eddie Maguire. And Maguire, as the ball just went away from him, out over the sideline. Nicholas Walsh. and kicks it over the bar from the sideline kick. Out it comes. And Nicholas Walsh will jab it forward. Paul Duffy coming clear with it for Piarsaigh Óga. A nice delivery, but the referee will have a word with Nicholas. First yellow of the day. Ronan Clark back to his feet. Into Robbie McKeag. Back to Ronan Clark. Free from just outside the 45-metre line. Ronan Clark up to Pádraig Duffy. Pádraig leaves it behind momentarily, but Eddie Maguire is there. Chased by Pádraig Smith. Whistle up for over-travelling, and the Gaels get the free out. That's sent up to Andy King. Tried to lay it inside. Robbie McKeag comes across and supporting there by Cathal McLeod. Now by Ronan Clark. Down to Gregory Loughran. Feeding it nicely inside. Now for Jamie McKeag to lay it off, and a free in for the foul on Ronan Clark. Pádraig Duffy to take the free. .22.5 minutes played in the first half. There were a few stoppages, and Mickey Convery may add on a little time. Pádraig Duffy's point from the free. 6-3 it is. So with about 7 minutes of normal time left in the half, Patrick O'Keefe with the kick out. Sean Riley breaks it down for Cormac Dunn. Into the middle now, Eamon Riley struggling and doesn't hold on to it. Robbie McKeag picks it up, feeds it away down for Shorty. Keeping it up, he didn't, it went out over the sideline, but it may have gone off a Gaels player. That's tapped down to Eddie Maguire. Challenged in there by Gavin Duffy, and Pádraig Smith coming forward with it now. Fouled as he kicks it. So Cavan Gaels get the free. Niall Collins to take the kick. Sends it over. (7-3) I make it with just over 5 minutes to go to half time.
Again!
Right, John, be ready.
That breaking out to the middle to Eamon Riley. Eamon jabbing it up towards Richie Graham, has to turn. He's been chased by Andrew Mallon. Battling for it up there in the corner, and it's a 13-metre free. Close to the sideline. Here it comes from Niall Collins. And there it goes, over the bar from Niall Collins. Eight, 3, I make it. We approach the 26th minute of the half.
Right again, John. Okay, hold it.
Out across the middle. And it's Cavan Gaels now with Gavin Duffy breaking away. Still Gavin going forward, taking the kick way out to the left and wide.
Right on, Johnny. Keep going. Come on. Okay, boys. I'll see you up again next time.
Out comes Neil McGuigan's kick out. That will not reach the 45-metre line, but it's well held in there by Cathal MacLeod. He in turn is held, and the free to be taken by Robbie McCaig. Sending it up to a shorty. And Conor Clark trying to feed it on. Great run there from Ronan Clark. Good blocking down close to the end line at the expense of a 45. Paul Duffy up to take the 45. It's a swirling, stiffish breeze that he faces. That's going to float inside, nicely taken and kicked by Gregory Loughran. 8-4. .28.5 played in the first half. But Mickey Convery may add on a little bit of time. Fergal Brady will clear that ball up the field for the Gaels. A foul there on Robbie McCaig. Robbie with the free. Gets it down there now to Ronan Clark. Feeding it inside. Patrick O'Keefe advancing. Out there now to Ross O'Reilly. Ross plays it across to Porrick Smith. Porrick Smith the long one up that Paul Duffy all alone grabs. Paul now for Piarsaigh Óga in to Gregory Loughran. Loughran trying to get away. Conor Clark trying to feed the ball inside. It's still possession for Piarsaigh Óga, but Patrick O'Keefe content to let it run out over the end line. Half a minute of normal time left. Eight points to 4 in favour of the Gaels. Out comes the kick out. And Robbie McKay gets it. Robbie floating it in. Here's a good chance here now for Pearse Óga as they drive forward. As the goal, and there's only a point in it. And they've got the win to come in the second half. That has been... No, it's not going to stand. Will it? I thought from where the kick was being taken that there was something about it, but now it will be taken from the 20-metre line. So it's 8-1-4. We're in time added on. Vicky Cambry has a good long hard look at the watch. Sending out the signals. There goes the half-time whistle, and Pearse Óga with just a point of a deficit and the win to come. They will be pretty happy, I'm sure, going to the dressing room at half-time. The Gaels, the champions, well, they've got quite a fight on their hands, one would imagine. It is that stiff breeze to retain their title. They're made of good stuff. Let's see what that will be in the next 30 minutes or so. Mickey Convery sets the watches and sets the second half in motion with just a point separating the sides. And Gavin Duffy setting up the first attack for Cavan Gaels as they did in the first half. But it's another Duffy is there, and that's Paul who gets it up the field now. And Pearse Óga get a free. A yellow card for Cormac Dunn. So Paul back on his feet. Ronan Carrick with the free up to and takes the return pass. Going for the shot. Free out. So the ball has now been returned. Patrick O'Keefe prepares to take the kick out for Cavan Gaels. 2 minutes played in the second half. Just that 1 point between them. That will drop out. Sean Ward is there. This is Eddie McGuire. Back to Robbie McKay. Robbie McKay floating it in. That's going to break inside. Fergal Brady is there. Fergal Brady under some pressure. And the referee has whistled him up. And there's a free in. The chance to level up the match. Porrick Duffy to take the kick. Right in front of the goal. 20-metre line. They're level. 8-1-5. Pearse Óga wind assisted in the second half. Patrick O'Keefe to take the Gaels kick out. Out towards Nicholas Walsh. The ball knocked out over the sideline. Gaels ball, which Nicholas Walsh is about to take. Floating it down. Now, Cavan McLeod will add to that one. That's good covering there from Porrick Smith. A foul there on Eamon Riley. Floats it down. Jared McCoy grabs it and clears it, but it's Eamon Riley for Cavan Gaels. Sean Riley will drop that one down. Who will it break for Richie Graham? In after it there, but the referee deeming that it was handled on the ground by Andrew Mallon. So Niall Collins to take the free. Held in there now by Paul Duffy. Paul Stearns coming out. That's going to cross the sideline. Nicholas Walsh to take the line ball. Chipping it up there now. And the linesman with his flag raised. Now, Conor Rabbit will try and collect that, but he's under pressure when he gets possession. It's knocked away from him. Picked up by Jamie McCaig. Now for Gregory Loughran to kick it high. Dropping in. Cavan McLeod near the end line. It's still in there. It's over the bar. 1-6 to 0-8. Pearse Óga in front for the first time of the game. About 6.5 minutes played in the second half. The challengers putting it up to the champions. A free to Pearse Óga. Robbie McCaig dropping it up. That's a tap down. It comes down to Sean Riley. Sean Riley beating it down now towards Andy King. Battling for it there with Paul McManus. Gales line ball. Tap back to Cormac Dunn. That's half blocked down and the ball going to run all the way over the sideline. Porrick Smith. It's advantage to Pearse Óga. And Cavan Gaels now with Gavin Duffy. Still Gavin Duffy. Beating it down, but Paul Duffy will come across to collect. And Paul Duffy now for Pearse Óga. Using the wind well, feeding it up, but just like happened to the Gaels in the first half, the wind carrying the ball out over the end line. As Patrick O'Keefe prepares to take the kick out. Dropping about 40 metres out, Eddie Maguire bringing it down for Pearse Óga and fouled. And the free in. So just as Eddie's been attended to, there's a short stoppage. Ronan Clark kicks it high and kicks it well. Puts 2 between them. 1-7, that's 10 points. To 8 points for Cavan Gaels. Just over 9 minutes played in the second half. Out comes the kick from Patrick O'Keefe. Frank Ward tapping it down and Porrick Smith trying to get away with it. Porrick going forward from the half-back line and foul just outside the 45-metre line. Nicholas Walsh will take the free for Cavan Gaels. In now to Gavin Duffy, back to Porrick Smith, but he's left it behind him. Sean Ward is there. That's come out over the sideline. Nicholas Walsh to take the Gaels kick across to Sean Riley. Sean Riley now trying to go forward. Needs support, gets it from Nicholas Walsh. Nicholas will kick it high. That will drop in around the 13-metre line. Andy King is there. Andy King laying it back. Cormac Dunn to Gavin Duffy. Gavin Duffy inside. Sean Johnston with the kick. That's gone it over the end line and gone wide. Oh. 11 minutes played in the second half. 1-7 to Piarsaigh, 8 points to Cavan Gaels. Neil McGuigan to take the kick out. That will drop out beyond the 45-metre line. And it's Nicholas Walsh of Cavan Gaels. Chipping it down inside for Sean Johnston. Being chased by Jared McCoy. Still with Sean Johnston. Now he has to use Sean Riley. Sean Riley will hook that one in. Robbie McKeag is back there waiting. Booting it out towards the halfway line. That's a foul on Jimmy McKeag by Ross O'Reilly. So it's a free which Porrick Duffy will take. While he prepares to take it, a yellow card has been shown to Ross O'Reilly. One 7 to 08. We approach the 13th minute. And it's fisted in and fisted over the bar. Jimmy McKeag won the free and Jimmy got the fist to the point. A goal between them. That ball just would not come up there for Cavan Gaels, but they get the free. Now Andy King trying to go forward with it. And a free from down on the sideline for a foul on Andy King as he kicked it. Porrick Smith. Tried to lay it off in there now for Gavin Duffy. The kick is high, and the kick is over the bar for Gavin Duffy. 1-8-10-9. Neil McGuigan to kick out. That's very well taken there now as Gregory Loughran breaks forward, chipping it in, held in there by Patrick O'Keefe. Clearing it out, Richie Cullen is there. A foul on Richie Cullen. Conor Clark to take the free. Conor Clark kicks it high and kicks it over the bar. 1-9-9. We're halfway through the second half. Referee stops the watch as Richie Cullen has been attended to. Richie Cullen back on his feet. That ball will drop outside the 45-metre line. Sean Riley for Cavan Gaels to boot it way down the field. Jared McCoy is back there for Piarsaigh Óga of Armagh. Jared McCoy's clearance coming out towards the sideline. Porrick Duffy kicking it quickly inside now towards Conor Clark. Conor Rabbit is there, and so also was Ross O'Reilly, and the ball handed on the ground. Piarsaigh captain Porrick Duffy about to take the free. The chance to put 4 between them. With about 13 minutes left in the game. That looks good from the boot of Porrick Duffy. 1-10-9. The Gaels with a huge task on their hands. Just over 12 minutes to go. Frank Ward. Frank picking it up, getting support from Cormac Dunn into Eamon Riley. This will test the Gaels' battling qualities. They're coming forward now as Frank Ward lays it inside. This is Gavin Duffy. Duffy across, intended it, I think, for Nicholas Walsh. It runs on to Sean Riley. Inside now, and there's a shot that's well held in there by Neil McGuigan. The shot came in from Enda King. Gavin Duffy brings it down. Is this the time for the Gaels to fight back? Here's Cormac Dunn going for the shot. It takes a deflection and it's gone over. (1-10-10). McGuigan's kick out. Out was Richie Collins. But in front there was Andy King. Feeding it way down. Richie Graham will chase after that. Paul Duffy will chase back. Andrew Mallon is there as well. Paul Duffy about to clear. At the expense of a line ball. Nicholas Walsh to take it for Cavan Gaels. Into Niall Collins. His jersey is pulled. Niall Collins to take the free for Cavan Gaels. There's just over 10 minutes to go. Kicked in by Niall Collins. It breaks down for Porrick Smith. And it's gone over the bar from Porrick Smith, and there's two between them. The Gaels being cheered on by their enthusiastic supporters over there on the far side of the ground. 110 to not 11, 13 to 11. Porrick Duffy goes to full forward and Ronan Clark to the 40. Out comes Neil McGuigan's kick out. Eamon Riley will race back and Fergal Brady will race out. And it's Brady who gets it for the Gaels. Laid off there now for Andy King. This is Porrick Smith. But Paul Duffy is there. Up towards the sideline. Conor Rabbit to Andy King. To Niall Collins. The Gaels beginning to move it around. Cormac Dunn into Nicholas Walsh. Walsh is stopped in his tracks and gets the free. There's 9 minutes left. For descent, that's been moved in somewhat. Will Niall Collins come out to take it? No, Niall's going back in and Nicholas Walsh is going to take it. $110, 10 out 11. Nicholas Walsh sends it over, there's a point in it. 110 to not 12. So the Gaels, who were under pressure in the first quarter of the second half, coming back into it. They had a magnificent last 7 or 8 minutes against Knockneal a year ago when they captured the title. Well, there's 8 minutes left in this one. Piarsaigh Óga get the free. And it comes now to Gregory Loughran. Loughran kicking it high and kicking it over the bar. 111, that's 14. Cavan Gaels have 12. And the watch tells me that there's 22 and a half minutes played in the second half. Patrick O'Keefe with the kick out. Possession. It's with Piarsaigh Óga at the moment. Dickie Canvey going to throw the ball up there. Between Nicholas Walsh and Ronan Clark. Free to Cavan Gaels as Nicholas Walsh prepares to take it. And the referee has spotted something because it's Richie Graham. Is it? Well, I'm not sure yet. No, it's not Richie who's down. I'll check in a minute. It's Sean Johnston who's down. So Cavan Gaels get a free in what looks to be a pretty scoreable position. It will be Niall Collins who will take it. 111 to 0-12. On 11 to 13, there's a point in it. Six minutes to go. Out comes the kick out. And it's Cavan Gaels with Gavin Duffy. Gavin going forward. Laying it off there now. Frank Ward. This is Pádraig Smith. Pádraig Smith back to Cormac Dunn. They're playing it about. This is Nicholas Walsh. Cleons is the referee and the Gaels are still possession within the King. King chipping in into Niall Collins. Collins trying to go forward. He's held. Into the breeze. Can he level it up from here? There's 5 minutes left in the game. 111, that's 14. That's to Piarsaigh Óga. 13 points to Cavan Gaels. 14 points to Cavan Gaels. And they're level. They scored 8 with the win. They scored 6 against it. And with 4.5 minutes left, the dream of a back-to-back is very much on. A great recovery from the Gaels, who slipped into a 4-point deficit during the second half. But here come Piarsaigh Óga of Armagh. Robbie McKeag to take the free. Meanwhile, there's a stoppage for an injury to one of the Cavan Gaels players, and when he gets to his feet, we'll tell you who it is. With less than 4 minutes to go, and the sides deadlocked at 111 to 0-14. I'm not sure if there are provisions made for extra time if this ends level. Enda King is back on his feet. And the game about to continue. That's dropping dangerously in, and it's picked up there. It's a penalty, I think. The ball would have seemed to have been picked off the ground. Eamon Riley in there with a little word of advice to Patrick O'Keefe. Captain Pádraig Duffy to take the penalty. There are 3 minutes to go. The sides are level. Patrick O'Keefe to face it. Pádraig Duffy to take it. A lot of movement with players all around. The whistle, the kick, and the ball has gone over the bar. 112 to 0-14. Patrick O'Keefe O'Keefe to take the kick out. There are 2 minutes remaining. Enda King grabs it. Gives it off for Porrick Smith. Porrick Smith going forward. Dropping it inside. A slip in there. But the goalkeeper, Neil McGuigan, is there to pick it up and clear it out. Just as one of the Gaels players slipped. This is Enda King. Feeds it across to Eamon Riley. Now, can Cormac Dunn set up something? Conor Rabbit is going forward. This is Eamon Riley. Eamon is surrounded. He needs support and gets it. This is Porrick Smith. His kick is partially blocked. It's inside now for Niall Collins. That's also blocked. Sean Johnston near the end line. Laying it back. It's blocked again. Out it comes. And this is Cormac Dunn. This is a great finish. Here comes Eamon Riley. Now, Fergal Brady up to Porrick Smith. That's curling in and held in there by the goalkeeper Neil McGuigan. His clearance is half blocked. Andy Mallon is there. Enda King is out after it. We're inside the 30th minute. What a finish. There's a point between them. Who will it come to? Robbie McCaig's clearance. But Cavan Gaels have it with Ross O'Reilly. Down for Cormac Dunn, but he misses it. Jamie McCaig, but he's robbed. And Nicholas Walsh. Now for Cormac Dunn. Back out to Nicholas Walsh. That will come to Eamon Riley. Eamon Riley trying to drive forward. Porrick Smith's shot is low. It's knocked out by the goalkeeper at the 45. We're in time, added on. There's a point in it.
Boy! Hang on! Come on! Come on!
1-12, that's 15 to Piarsaigh Óga of Armagh. Cavan Gaels 14. Nicholas Walsh to take the 45. Whatever time is left, that's up to referee Mickey Convery to decide.
Everybody in!
What's going to happen? Nicholas Walsh to take the 45 for Cavan Gaels. He's Australia bound in a day or so. Can he save it for the Gaels here today? That's floated inside. It's all over. And on a scoreline of 1-12 to 14 points, Piarsaigh Óga of Armagh are the Green Gaels Ulster Minor Club football champions for the year 2000. Look how they celebrate. The Gaels are devastated. Different result to a year ago. Last year captured the title, but a magnificent performance today as well in an effort to retain it.
Tommy, I couldn't say anything bad about our fellas today. They were a credit. We looked down and out before half-time when they scored the goal. We were only a point up at half-time with the wind. Second half, after a shaky start to the second half, we were absolutely unbelievably good, and it was a great, great classic for people to watch. All our players played well. Those who were having a tough time battled away, and we proved, I suppose, today that they were beaten by a point in the Ulster final against a great team, Piarsaigh Óga, that we were worthy champions last year, and we were holding our heads up very high.
Now, when you come back in that last quarter from 4 points down, out of it in the first quarter of the second half, then after the midway point of the second half, come back into it, levelled it up, then the misfortune of giving away the penalty, even though there only came a point from it, very important in the end.
Well, in a tight game, Tommy, everything counts. The missed ball here, the missed ball there, everything counts. At the same time, I was very, very happy with the way we battled back. Our half-backs were overlapping. They had the defence well organised. We were getting the points. Then we had 3 or 4 balls into the goalie's hands, back out again, and end up with a 45. Had we pointed to 45, we'd have levelled it, but it wasn't to be. Piarsaigh Óga are good champions. They're a good team, but they also beat a good team.
A classic game of football from 2 great teams. John Joe, in defeat. You've got every right to be proud of them.
Thanks very much, Tommy. Thank you.
Right, JJ.
Attention. First of all, to the teams that took part here today, I want to say to each and every player that was out there today, I want to say thanks. I want to say thanks on behalf of St. Paul's, and I want to say thanks on behalf of the spectators. That was absolutely marvellous. That was a magnificent match. That is the way Gaelic football should be played, and also pay to Mickey Convery, the referee. I thought he had an excellent game as well. I know we want to get out of the presentation, so I'd like to call at this moment in time to Fergie Donnelly to present the man of the match. Fergie.
What an absolutely brilliant game of football. I've been watching this tournament for 19 years, and I don't think I've honestly seen a better game than that. And for the 2 teams, it was almost a shame that it didn't go to a replay. The standard of football was so brilliant. People were asking me at half-time who was going to be picked as man of the match, and I said, this game is so tough, so skillful, we'll have to wait until the very last minute to pick a man. And, you know, there really was some talent on show here today. But I think the difference came down to it at the very end, and that it was the captain for Piarsaigh. The reason why I want to pick this man is that he made some exceptional catches in the first half. He scored a beautiful point from play, which against the wind probably made the difference in the game because there was so little in it. And a superb performance both from play and from free, so congratulations on a great game.
This way. Okay. This way. Right over here, this way.
Okay. Now I would like to call on our special guest here today, Danny Murphy, the Ulster Secretary, to make the presentation.
I would like to first pay a tribute to 2 of the best minor teams I've seen representing clubs over many, many years. It was a great game, and tremendous tribute must be paid to the players for giving us such a game. I'd also like to say that it is great from an association's point of view to see 2 minor teams from the Armagh city and Cavan, 2 towns, 2 urban areas with such highly motivated young men, and I certainly know that there'll be good days ahead for our senior club sides in both Cavan Gaels and Pearse. I would also like to pay tribute to the match officials and to Mickey Convery for an excellent job, and I feel it would be also appropriate to pay tribute to the St. Paul's Club for organising this special minor tournament and doing it so efficiently and well. With that, it's my great privilege now to present the cup to the captain of Piarsaigh Óga's, Pádraig Duffy.
And now to an absolute stranger to Piarsaigh Óga's team, Pádraig.
I'd just like to thank Cavan Gaels for a great game. It was very close at the end. But in the day, I reckon the best team came out on top. I'd just like to thank the management who put in an awful lot of work throughout the year. And 6-2 gin sessions, Paddy ton of shed. So I'd just like to give 3 cheers to Cavan Gaels. Hip hip! Hip hip!
What about owner?
That's it, Jimmy.
Good man, Harry.
Where are you? Go for the fight.
Oliver putting it off it. All time games here. Jesus.
Get your back to the sun.
No, you turn the arm.
That's right.
Get out. Hope this is going for the paper, is it? You let him in.
Hold on, Darren. Carty game.
Where's Johnny? He's just away there. Lovely job, lovely.
Brilliant, boy. Thanks.
Although I had an ego and showing you this was you like this is Londonist and don't talk. agus bóilm Cailleach an club, Sean McEntee, couple of fucker Sean, the dog. He was ready a minute ago.
Sean coming Eve Paul. It's Pedro Agus honor to culture of her Rev Akandani and Sean you. It's a hell of a squeak up here. Right. Slight mutilation. First of all, I was, as they said on the pitch, and perhaps the Cavan Gaels players didn't hear it, and what I said was that I thanked every player out on that pitch. That was the finest game of football I've seen in the whole years that we've seen the tournament, and it's been running for 19 years up here. So congratulations and a special word of absolute thanks. That is the way Gaelic football should be played. I've seen some hard knocks out there, I've seen guys going down, and honestly they're up as quick as they went down. That is what it's all about. There was no diving, there was no carry on, there was no play acting. Gentlemen, we're proud of you as your mentors and your club and your county should be. Last year when I was up here, I claimed some Cavan blood, and I can't think of any Armagh blood at the moment to make me a part of this, but quite honestly everybody out there was a part of what was achieved there today. That was achievement in real terms and what our sport and what our association is all about. And we have that extra, little piece extra here where we pick out the man of the match, and I'll call on Fergie Donnelly to do that just now.
Thanks very much, Sean. Just before I make the presentation, there's a few words I would like to say at this stage, and I would particularly like to congratulate both teams. What I've said on the pitch was an exceptional game of Gaelic football. Not only were both teams very well managed, very well coached, and obviously put a lot of effort into training for this. And you know, sometimes when you watch television, you see these English football managers talking about their teams trying hard and the boy done well and this, that and the other. But I can say that not only did both teams show tremendous dedication and effort there, but the skill level this year, both in terms of the semi-final and the final, was fantastic to watch. It was an absolute joy to watch, with different neutral people on the sideline. Every time there was an exceptional score from play, raising their eyebrows as if they'd never seen a score like that before. So congratulations to both teams, and I feel almost dejected for Cavan Gaels, who were here last year and put up another exceptional performance this year. You know, it's a tremendous game of football. In 1982, we actually won this tournament the first year when it started, and that same year I used to go to school in St. Pat's Armagh, so I had so it was great. Anyway, in 1982, St. Pat's Armagh started a past pupils basketball tournament, and every year they have a logo on their t-shirts, and the older people in here will appreciate this. The logo this year in the shirts was that the older I get, the better I was. But no matter how old we get, and no matter how good we think we were, we definitely would have struggled against the two teams that were on display today. Now, Cavan Gaels were here last year, and the man of the match, Richie, will know how much this trophy means to the man of the match trophy means to our family, the Donnelly family, and St. Paul's Club. It was my young sister Anne-Marie who died 5 years ago, and she was in a wheelchair, and she rarely, if ever, missed a match at St. Paul's. And if she was alive, she would have been here today. So this is a very special trophy to our family, and a very special trophy for St. Paul's Club. And that's why I hope the man of the match appreciates exactly what sort of a privilege it is to win such an outstanding trophy. So congratulations to Pádraig Duffy on a superb game.
So I may add the congratulations of Paul's to Pádraig on that achievement. I want to welcome again on behalf of St Paul's the new Secretary of Ulster Council, Stanley Murphy, and anybody who's ever taken up a secretary's job in a club or elsewhere knows what an owner's job that is. So we know that Danny has a very tough job ahead of him, and we wish him well. The last time St Paul's was talking to Danny in an official capacity wouldn't have been the happiest of places to be, but thank God it's nice to see him here today, and I thank you very much for coming along, Danny. Before I go on to ask Danny to address you, there's a number of people that I must thank. As you well know, that the tournament has been run for 19 years, and there's a white-haired man here running about that's been looking after. Now, he hasn't been running it for the last 19 years, but you can see by the state of his hair just the state that he can get into running the tournament. So I want to thank very especially Seamus Murray for a fantastic job. There are also a number of people that I want to thank, and I was very, very careful to get the sort of the titles right, because in a club like this where politics plays a big part, you have to be careful how you address people. I'd like to congratulate our steps patrol officers who kept people off the iron steps, and so to Fra and Charlie Gilheeney for a job well done. Thank you very much. Some of this is obviously inside St Paul stuff, but then there was the car park patrol officers as well. They're the ones around in the wee the ones around in the wee frames, but again, to themselves and everybody and all the stewards that took part and helped us to make the day what it was. My thanks again on behalf of the club for a job well done, and I do sincerely thank you very much. And just finally, before I call Danny, without one of the most difficult jobs in sport, in any sport, not just GAA, but in any sport, is that of refereeing. There is no more onerous job in sport. So I would like to call on Mickey Convery, Colin Roddick's father. Colin is sick. I know a lot of people would say various things about referees and things like that, but Colin does genuinely have the flu. And Pádraig Mullen, if you come up here and receive your medal. And now if I could call on Ulster Secretary and our honoured guest, Danny Murphy.
It was a cardia, for Orman Shop, Astronona. I'm delighted to be here on this occasion, and I think that Sean in his remarks made reference to difficult times in the past, but I believe that we all work better by looking at tomorrow being a new day. And I would have to say tonight, I'm privileged to be here at St Paul's, and I said it outside. I think that this tournament that they have organised and run so successfully for 19 years is a tremendous credit to the fortitude and foresightedness of the club and to the organisational ability of the club in ensuring its success continues to grow from strength to strength. And I would compliment the club and the officers of the club for the work they are doing on our behalf as an association. I would have to say again to the players of both teams. You are a tremendous credit to yourselves, to your families, and to the counties from which you come. The way that you played Gaelic football out there today was absolutely tremendous. The amount of effort, the commitment, the dedication, and no shortage of skill was absolutely something very positive to be a witness to, and something made me very proud to be here today and see two such highly motivated teams giving every ounce of effort they could muster in the will to win on behalf of their teams. The fact that Piarsaigh Óga won today is important to them, and I would congratulate Piarsaigh Óga. And I said to the St Paul's officials when I arrived here today that if I was a gambling man, I would fancy that Piarsaigh Óga would win, because being a good down man, from I first got elected, I've done nothing but give cups to Armagh, and I had absolutely no doubt. The first cup that I gave when I got elected back in 1988 was the Under-21 Championship to Armagh, which they'd never won before. And the last cup that I'm likely to be presenting before I disappear from the presentation end of business in February is also going to go to Armagh. So I think that there's a man up there telling me that Down have been doing too much to annoy Armagh for too long. So with that, I will congratulate the mentors of both teams, and I know that they must be proud of the young players that they have produced, and the fact that you have such a commitment to the game means that you'll still be there at 21 and senior level for club, and many of you also, I presume, for your counties, and I wish you well in the playing of Gaelic games ahead. I have to also say that in 1989 I was at Croke Park when I witnessed a tremendous gesture of sportsmanship from Offaly when they applauded their opponents of Croke Park, that team being Antrim in an All-Ireland Hurling Championship semi-final. Today I have to also compliment Cavan Gaels on a tremendous gesture of sportsmanship. Tribute to the team who had won the laurels so shortly beforehand, and how much pain that the Cavan players had to endure in those last few minutes when the presentations were being made, and still had the courage to stand up and applaud their opponents off the field. That is true sportsmanship, and something they really should be very proud of. I don't intend to go on any longer, other than to say it was a great privilege to be here today. It was great to see Gaelic games played properly and sportingly, and that couldn't have happened without the match officials, and I pay again tribute to Mickey Connery, to the linesmen and to the umpires. I also would have to say that the people behind the scenes, the organisation committee, the stewarding, the people who ensured the pitch was in excellent condition for the month of January, it was absolutely superb. And all who played a part have got every right to be proud tonight. It was a tremendous final for any tournament, any competition, or any championship. And today the winners and losers contributed to one great game of football. And if this is the start of the year 2001, if this is what we get from the start, and it gets better, then we're in for some year. And with that, I would like to now present the cup to the captain of Piarsaigh Óga, Pádraig Duffin.
Okay, our presentation now, we'll put together the double coverage very quickly. Goalkeeper, Liam McGuigan. Sean Ward. Paul Duffy. Paul McManus. Jared McCoy, Andrew Mullen, Kelly McCoy, Ellie McGuire, Gregory Loughlin, Conor Mullen, Ronan Clark, Robbie McCabe, Jimmy McCabe, Corey Duffin, Bobby Unigadger, Conor Clark, Richard Cullen, Jerry Donnelly, Conor Robin, Killian Brady, Holly Gribben, Gareth Randall, Danny McLaughlin, Ian Beavis, Killian O'Connor, Kevin Duffy, Gavin McGarver, Paul Donnelly, and Eugene Pillay. Just so we should Danny Chase, they're going to be special again at the small young Carlager club. I'm going to host the Danny.
Just that Danny is moving on to, as I say, a different part of the Ulster Council. And as a memento of his, maybe one of the more final acts that where he was giving things out, we're going to get something to him. So Danny Murphy, this is your boot.
I thought he might have said this is the grand order of the boot. But anyhow, I'm very pleased to receive this, and I really do appreciate the honour of being here. And they didn't need to do this, but I really appreciate the presentation from this club. A fine club, and we'll be back, I have no doubt, making fine contributions elsewhere as well. We're meeting
Nice for some, my son Cavan Gaels by Cummy Fucking Road, JJ Ray. According to as said in the Piarsaigh dressing room this time last year, the boot, not Danny Murphy's boot, was on the other foot. And I was up here as well, and our players were given medals. This time Piarsaigh Óga won it. And first of all, I want to thank Piarsaigh Óga very sincerely for an unbelievably great game. Neutrals as well as partisans would agree that it was a game par excellence and an excellent start to this season. I heard the words of thanks given to Seamus Murray. On cue, he's walking right up now. He's good timing. Seamus, I know Seamus last few years here, and sign of a good administrator is that he's never hurried, at least on the phone. He listened to you. He's very efficient. And Seamus, along with all the other St. Paul's officials, I want to thank them. I've been up here so often these last 2 or 3 years. I know every twist and turn from Cavan to Belfast, and they always made us very, very welcome. I also want to thank, on behalf of my own players, John Fee, who has been a good help to me in management. I probably get most of the limelight, probably not that he's that small either, but at the same time, I'd like to give a round of applause for John Fee. A word, I've said to Piarsaigh Óga, keep playing football, and perhaps Cavan Gaels and Piarsaigh Óga will meet in a senior Ulster club at some stage in the future, and if the game is half as good as today, the punters will not be left unhappy. To my own players, hard luck. You did us proud, you did Cavan proud, and we do always say to Cavan, we're not that far behind really. Maybe it's a question of belief rather than skill or ability. And that's the thin dividing line between success and failure is the belief. And I think, to a large extent, through our exploits at underage level, in the 90s particularly in Cavan, we have got that belief. Hasn't been easy. At the same time we have it, and hopefully we will continue to do the same in years to come. And hopefully we can be back here next year again, and who knows what will happen. Finally, A word of thanks to the referee, Mickey Convery. Mickey referees with a smile most of the time. And which is a good sign of a referee. And I must say he was very, very efficient today. Right at the top of the game, everyone knew who it stood. That's the sign of a good referee. And what he got from everybody on the line and on the field was respect. When you have respect, then the game is easy to referee because you command respect. So well done, Mickey.